What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about your network and if it truly is your net worth. Now, this is an obvious yes, but unfortunately most people, meaning 95% of your average person living on earth on any given day, isn't strategically trying to position themselves to be in a better network. So this video, I hope, and the experiment I ran very successfully, I hope will catalyze you to start to make it a priority, okay? So I'm an interesting fellow as it relates to how I get myself in certain business opportunities, different business partnerships, meeting different successful people, getting lunches and all that kind of stuff. And I realize it's simply because I try. You know, when I sit down with, for example, I sat down with George Aziz, a guy I respect pretty much more than anybody in America at the moment. He is the shining star, the North Star of where I want to be as an entrepreneur. I sat down with him actually because I sent him this video message. George, what's going on, man? Hope all is well, and I hope this video finds you at a good time. I want to go to lunch before the year's out, so if you find the time, 30 minutes, an hour, that'd be absolutely amazing. I sent that message out over 30 times to different professionals in my industry, adjacent to my industry being, startup, finance, technology, things of that sort. Coming from my background, I don't come from money whatsoever. I have found myself to be in the 1% of millennials only through a tremendous amount of effort and a tremendous amount of ingenuity, trying to figure it out. And that's what you guys are gonna have to do. You may not know anybody right now. You may not have any good relationships, any good connections, anybody that is able to give you an opportunity. That's a great place to start, because that would put me in panic mode. Donald Trump went into bankruptcy in the teens, right? 13, 14 times. And people get frustrated by that, but at the end of the day, we got to understand the reason why he was able to get out of bankruptcy all those times, every single time, was because he was able to make a few phone calls. That's just what happens when you are a well-connected individual. The game's the game. You can hate the player, or you can put yourself in position to be the hated player, the one that seems to always get a lucky break. So sending out all those video messages, the results have been quite astounding. My network since then has basically tripled, because there are people that I have met through those individuals that, again, it's just like this weird, crazy network snowball effect. All I can say is it's just one of these things that you can do that other people very much appreciate. Each one of these videos that I created were very personal and they were very well put together. And of course, I'm a guy who loves cinema, so they looked pretty good. This was back at my old office during COVID. I got rid of that office when I had a baby. But you could still do it. I could do it in my cool kitchen right now. You can do it really wherever you want, wherever you are. It has to be something that grabs their attention. It can't be something as simple as on your webcam. I would personally do it on my phone, or I would chop it up and I would make it kind of cool. I have another strategy for you guys that I think you can use tomorrow, all right? And I call it the influential 100. All right, what I want you to do is I want you to write down the 100 influential people that you want to meet in life at some point. I know that seems like a big number, but it's really not. Once you start meeting these people, you realize, okay, well, knock it off the list. That was one. It's just about a meeting. It's just about shaking a hand. It's just about introducing yourself. If you take it more than that, then you're doing something else. You're going from establishing a network, being known, to building relationships. That's a whole nother beast. I used to share an office with a guy who was great at networking, fantastic, could get his business card out there, real talkative, schnoozing, all that kind of stuff. But unfortunately, his follow-up was terrible. And outside of that, he had some weird qualities about him that, were maybe a little overbearing. Certain things like, he would always ask for money, right? Every relationship he made, he kind of thought of them as an investor. And once you get a no, it's kind of weird. It can kind of make the relationship kind of strange, right? So that's one thing. Another thing was, he's a little bit, his emotional IQ is at the highest. So, he wouldn't really communicate in that roundabout kind of way. Like he wouldn't build the relationship. He wouldn't really speak to that person and what they're going through and, you know, the things that they're interested in. It was always all about him. So, you know, those relationships for him really didn't last. And I really took a step back and I saw all this happening in the office, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna not do that. Like, it seems obvious, but you know, for him it wasn't. Anyway, influential 100. Basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna write down influential people, 100 influential people that you can get in touch with. These are people that are potentially in your hometown or at least in your country. Yes, we live in a globalized world where you can reach out to anybody on the internet, but this isn't just to do the meet. You know, you do want to try to build that relationship. And if you're in a specific area where some people that you deem as, you know, influential or successful or a high echelon individuals, you definitely want to get to know those people. So you write that list down, and your goal is to basically get started. You start with a segment of 10, and this goal can last for 5 years, 10 years. You know, it's something that you keep with you and that you go and you develop through. And eventually some of these people will want to start meeting you. You know, I'll never forget that there was a moment in time that there was an individual that I really looked up to. And, you know, I always thought maybe when I was younger, like in my early 20s, I was like, man, you know, I really would love to meet that guy. And, you know, it was maybe about 5 or 6 years later, that guy wanted to meet me, and he took me out to lunch and we talked business, you know, and this was a high level Ivy League dude that, you know, sold a big company. And, you know, he asked me basically to be the CMO of one of his startups and all this kind of cool stuff. But, you know, anyway, you write that list down, you really start to go at it. And here's the first tip. You don't go and try to hit up that person. You gotta actually go to the people around that person, right? Because if these people are truly influential, then they're gonna be busy and they're not gonna want their time wasted. So you really wanna start building connections with the people around the person you wanna meet. And then from there, you wanna start going slowly into nurturing and building that relationship. And yeah, you know, if you really build a good relationship with that individual's confidants or associates, then they'll be like, yo, I would love to introduce you to Floyd, you know, whoever your guy is, so, or gal. So that's my first tip. Don't go directly to the source. Find their associates, find the people in the lower ranks that are around them, and slowly start to just be strategic. This is a strategy game. That's what life is. Life isn't just, hey, I want something and you're gonna get it. Unfortunately, you have to be strategic about how you move, and this is a part of that strategy for sure. Okay, so focus on this. Start to say, I'm gonna build an incredible network of people around me. Then you're gonna immediately start reaping the benefits, right? You're gonna immediately have people that you can rely on that may be able to bring you opportunities or give you a chance, but you gotta start now. Stop thinking so individualistically. We're in this world right now where people think solo entrepreneurship is a thing. That is the single, you guess who that's for? That's for the people who don't know nobody. That's for the people who can't get into partnerships and really figure out how they can wedge themselves into an organization or start an organization with people that are well-versed and really good at what they do. That's solo entrepreneurship is for the internet guys just in complete isolation. And you see these people at the top that are doing it, but I'm gonna be completely honest with you. When you look into the weeds of, you know, what they have built, you will oftentimes see support there that have helped them get there. They didn't do it on their own. All right, so build that network. It will be your net worth. It may not be your net worth in the first 4 weeks, first 6 months, but you will eventually see the resonating effects of that, and you can't lose with a good network. All right, if you guys want to learn how you can increase your income through learning more about economics and trading, I have down below Top Trader University. It is something that has been really powerful for people to learn how to take advantage of certain fundamental trading opportunities that come about through certain fundamental catalysts, like certain things like war, certain things like political elections. This is where I basically built my career. So there's going to be a lot of that in the link below. All right, peace out.